Hi, my name's Lindsay Macmillan. I'm from Ilderton, Ontario, Canada. I'm 20 years old, and when I was 16 years old, my sister attempted suicide.
My name is Maddie Hartman. I'm from Hanover, New Hampshire. I'm 18 years old, and when I was 17, my mom died from suicide.
So when I was in grade 9, I definitely knew hockey was my main objective, and I wanted to go to school, and I had a lot of hopes and dreams. And I think being the age I was very focused on myself and what I had to do to get myself to the next level. And I think I did also take a lot of my parents' attention as well, because being an athlete, it takes a lot of people to get you to where you are today. So that took a lot of attention maybe away from my sister, and it kind of let her go into her own little area, and nobody really noticed what was going on, including myself.
My mom and I were always the bestest of friends. A lot of people always called me her mini-me, and we just did everything together. She drove me around to all of my hockey practices, and she was really just always there for me and my brother. She was our biggest supporter, and she was really there through it all of our ups and downs. She was always there to comfort us, and yeah.
Okay.
I had a very unique relationship with my mom. I've really never known someone like I knew her. I always knew what she was thinking. She always knew what I was thinking, and we really just had a special bond. And I think we still do have that. She was really just always there for me, and the first person I would go to for anything. So.
In August, heading into my grade 11 year is what happened. My sister overdosed on antidepressants purposely. I wasn't home. She was actually at my mom's house, so I wasn't there. Yeah, so when that happened, I didn't know what was going on. I was so focused on what was coming up in September with hockey season and all that stuff. It kind of she was very good at hiding it, but also I missed a lot of signs. And I think that's something I really want to push is I just wasn't educated. In school, we were never taught to look at the signs. It was never something that I knew about. And if I did know about it, I think I could have done something. But for example, my sister would wear pants every day in the summer, and it was 90 degrees. And I would always be like, Alex, why are you wearing pants? Why are you wearing pants? And she's like, oh, I'm just wearing pants because I want to wear pants. And it didn't really add up, but looking back, obviously she had cuts. But I didn't know that. No one ever taught me that. And it's something I feel very guilty about to this day, but at the same time, I have to understand that it's something in society that we don't talk about. And if my sister had a physical illness and she survived it, I'd be on rooftops screaming it. But because my sister had a mental illness and survived it, I don't talk about it, and I'm not supposed to talk about it. And it's been almost 5 years, and I still struggle to talk about it. And I know it's the same with a lot of other people, which I think is very interesting at the same time.
I think that my experience with mental health is very unique in the way that I really didn't expect that this would happen. And I think that part of it is I was away from home. I took summer classes this past summer, and so I really wasn't around her to notice what was going on. And I think that's one of the hardest parts about it is I feel like if I was there with her and I could have noticed maybe what she was going through, or I could notice the little things that maybe were different, which I was so good at picking up on growing up. So I think the hardest part for me was just being away from her, because when I got the news, I really just wasn't expecting it. And part of that shows what she was like as a person, because she always put me and my brother before her. And
Mommy's 39th birthday.
How old are you?
39.
Not today.
Yeah, today I turned 39.
Oh.
What do you think? Old?
Not so old.
Not so old?
Daddy's older than you, though.
Right.
He's 38. He'll always be 5 years older than you.
What?
He'll always be 5 years
is, yeah, Daddy's about 6 years older.
Mom,
Yeah.
Daddy's 68.
He's 68?
I think that she was trying to protect us by not telling us what was going on. She didn't want us to worry because especially I was at my first year of college, so she didn't want me to be worried about her and what was going on in her head.
So that August, about 2 weeks after everything happened, I actually had like the biggest tryout of my life at that point. And I remember going into the camp and I just felt so guilty because I wasn't with my sister, but I know like she wanted me to be there, my family wanted me to be there. So I remember I was at this camp and I was thinking like it was the last day of camp and I was exhausted. I had already given everything I had. And I remember thinking this physical pain is nothing like compared to what my sister and all these people with mental illness go through.
If there's one thing that I want people to know about mental illness is that it truly affects everyone, and walking down the street you pass people, you never know what they have gone through. And if you talk to anyone, they have been affected by mental illness in some way, indirectly or directly. And I think it's really important to realize that it's a real issue in society. The stigma around it is really not okay, and we have to publicize it more, not as a bad thing, but as a thing that we need to work on and we need to be educated about, because it really affects more of the population than you know, and you can really help other people.
I remind myself, don't judge people, you never know what they're going through, and I think that's such an important thing in society. We're so quick to judge people that are different than us, but we don't really know what's going on, and difference is good. But if people are willing to accept more people and we can talk about this and we can make something that seems so scary and so secretive, so make it more public, I think that we can save a lot of people in the process.
I think one of the most important takeaways that I get from that is nothing is more important than your own health, especially your mental health. If she called me and told me what was going on, like I would be there for her immediately. And I think that a lot of the times people hide what they're feeling because they don't want to hurt other people, they don't want to burden other people. But really nothing is more important than sharing your struggles with other people. It really lightens the load for you, and people are always there to help you, and they're always there to bring you up.